Bad jump scare? Get that out of here. Today is only the best jump scares. The jump scares that will make you jump out of your seat in pure fear. So with that, here is the best jump scare in every FNAF game. Enjoy. Alright, so starting off with FNAF 1, this is going to be Freddy Fazbear's power outage jump scare. The reason why this is the best FNAF 1 jump scare is simply the tension this jump scare builds. From the power going out and all the way to Freddy's footsteps coming closer to you, it's all very well done, and the jump scare itself is a classic because you know you either are going to survive the night, get 6 AM and go toward your next night, or you're going to get jump scared and stuffed in a Freddy Fazbear suit. It's just the tension this jump scare builds which makes it my favorite FNAF 1 jump scare. So moving on to FNAF 2, this is going to be Foxy's jump scare. FNAF 2 was a hard one to pick. The reason why is a lot of FNAF 2 jump scares are kind of the same. Like you have the toy animatronics that are pretty much the same to each other, the withered animatronics. You have the puppet who is similar to Foxy's, but I overall find Foxy's jump scare to be the best one, and it's due to the fact that it's random. Now, it's not entirely random. You only get jump scared from Foxy if you don't flash the light at him. So if a player realizes that they haven't flashed their light at Foxy, then they may suspect a jump scare coming. But I find that not knowing when exactly he's going to jump scare you makes it a lot better. For FNAF 3, this is going to be the Phantom Puppet. This is the longest jump scare in any FNAF game. Well, it's kind of a hallucination, but it's technically a jump scare, and it's very different. It's not like it just jumps at your face. It kind of just stays there. It stares you straight in the eye, going left to right, and the sound that plays is very eerie. And the way to discover this jump scare is when you go onto Cam 8. Sometimes you may see the puppet just floating there, and I find the way it just goes into your office and just stares at you for 15 seconds or however long it is, it's really well done, and compared to the other jump scares in this game, it's definitely the best one. For Five Nights at Freddy's 4, this is going to be Nightmare Bonnie. This jump scare is iconic and is one of the overall most thrilling jump scares in the whole franchise. First of all, Nightmare Bonnie's design. It's amazing. A lot of the FNAF 4 animatronic designs are next level, but Bonnie for me is definitely the best overall looking animatronic. It's definitely one of the most feared animatronics in the franchise, and the jump scare, it's just the cherry on top. This is what I first experienced when I first played FNAF 4, and to this day, I still think Nightmare Bonnie is the best FNAF 4 jump scare. For sister location, this is Ballora. Ballora is just a very creepy animatronic. Ballora is one of the most eerie animatronics in the whole franchise. The way it casually just dances its way across the Funtime auditorium, it's really, really scary. And the jump scare itself is just, it's awesome. The faceplates open up and then you see the inside endo of Ballora. Definitely the best sister location jump scare by far. For Pizzeria Simulator, this is going to be Scrap Baby. I personally think Scrap Baby's design in FNAF 6 is really good, and by far the jump scare of Scrap Baby is also my favorite in the game. The look Scrap Baby gives you as it jump scares you, it's really something, and the hook as well adds a whole nother factor of fear to this animatronic, and overall, Scrap Baby is the best FNAF 6 jump scare. So for Ultimate Custom Night, this was a little hard because most of the jump scares in this game are just PNGs flashing, but there are some good ones, and this one's gonna be something that a lot of you weren't expecting, but I find Springtrap is my favorite UCN jump scare. First of all, Springtrap's jump scare is a huge improvement from FNAF 3. During the jump scare, or before it happens, you can actually see Springtrap's head coming through the air vent, which I find is really scary. And then the jump scare itself is a huge step up from FNAF 3, and it's definitely my favorite UCN jump scare. For FNAF Help Wanted, this is going to be the Night Marionette. I've always found the Night Marionette to be one of the scariest designs for an animatronic.
Its huge gaping smile mixed with its tentacles makes it one of the most disturbing animatronics, and the whole point of Night Marion is that it's death. And in the Help Wanted level, you're in a room stuck with Night Marion, and the way its tentacles start consuming the whole room, it's something that to this day I find terrifying. So that's why the Night Marion is my favorite Help Wanted jump scare. For Security Breach, this is going to be Montgomery Gator. This one was super hard to pick because Security Breach is mostly known for having not that many good jump scares, but Monty is my favorite jump scare in the game. Firstly, Monty, in my opinion, is the biggest threat in Security Breach. First of all, it's the fastest animatronic hunting you down, and second of all, it's the most intimidating animatronic hunting you down. The jump scare itself is pretty good. It's not something that is amazing, but overall, I find Monty to be the animatronic to have the best jump scare in Security Breach. And for the Rune DLC, this jump scare is going to Shattered Freddy. Shattered Freddy is definitely the best jump scare in the DLC because it actually looks terrifying. However, there's only one issue I have with this jump scare, and it's the chase that the jump scare happens in. The chase itself, for a first time playthrough, it's really tense. However, after a playthrough, there's not really too much stake to the chase, and it makes the jump scare a lot less impactful. But I find that Shattered Freddy's design is one of my favorites in Security Breach in general, and the jump scare itself is really good. Just the whole point of Freddy grabbing the player and shoving them straight into his stomach. And I find Shattered Freddy to be the most cool and the best jump scare in the DLC. So those are all the FNAF games that currently exist, and I may update this video in the future, but for now, that's all the jump scares. If you guys have enjoyed, smash a like and subscribe because we are on the road to 10,000 subs before Christmas. And take it easy. Goodbye.